Hi, super loved ones. Have a great day. Or maybe I should say, I hope you're having a good day because my day in the Netherlands just started. And it's a lot of fun because I've been getting feedback for the first on the first couple of videos, and thank you so much for that. I'm really happy and I'm really enjoying it, so that's great. And I'm thinking of trying something new for the next video I'm going to record where you'll actually be able to see me and to see how that goes. Because my favorite thing about this setup is that you can really see the table and you can really clearly see the cards. At least that's the intention. So let's see what happens if we choose another setup and you'll be able to see me when I'm talking about the cards. So this morning I was studying A Course in Miracles as I usually do, combined with my energy work and my grounding, my clearing. And I just felt so called to come up here and talk to you about this briefly. My intention for this video really is to keep it brief, and I'm starting a timer now because Ascension Day, for those of you who are of the Christian religion, is coming up. And there's also a new moon this week. So the energy of renewal and change and growth and personal evolution, it's just really, really strong. So what I want to do is ask some guidance for those of us who consider themselves to be light bringers, light workers, healers, coaches, mentors, teachers, so we can have some guidance that will help us make the most of this moment in the universe where a lot of planets are retrograde and we are being asked to deal with a lot of karmic issues, problems, and blocks. So I will also be releasing a video on the super love relationship soon, explaining a bit more in depth what it is. And I hope that will be useful. And if you enjoy the videos, then please subscribe and maybe also share them because I'm new and I'm just starting to build my audience. So I'm here for you. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me. Use the description box below or the comment list below to write me a message and I will get back to you. All right, Spirit, what is it you were so desperately trying to get me to this table for? Please show me what it is you want us to understand. The High Priestess, the Two of Cups, and the Lovers. Oh my goodness, talking about love and intuition and soulmates. Okay. One of the things that comes to me immediately is I just said I'm new, and I realize there's a lot of tarot readers out on YouTube who are offering readings for people who are interested in attracting a relationship to a soulmate or a reunion with a twin flame. And I absolutely love the concepts and I really believe in them. And I also have my own personal experience with them. But what I would like to talk about as a teacher is the fact that to be able to manifest or draw in that kind of relationship, you really have to be clear with yourself and whole in yourself. And I really feel that these coming days, and especially maybe Ascension Day, which will be this Thursday, the 21st of May. Again, not for everybody, but for people who are of Christian faith, this will ring a bell. But for me, it's also a very spiritual concept where we are talking about elevating our consciousness and raise our vibration to become more conscious even. And this will really be a great moment to be in touch with our intuition, and to use that portal to make clear to ourselves a couple of things, like maybe the love relationship we're looking for or we're desiring, but also reconnect to the idea that you already are loved. And to take that concept of the desire and the connection of love and turn that into this bigger theme, because this is the Lovers, this is the major arcana, this is really like the ultimate beautiful soulmate, twin flame, whatever you wish to call that partnership. It's also talking about choice. It's also talking about balance between masculine and feminine energy. And what many of us are understanding with our heads is that you need to be balanced within yourself. Both your masculine and your feminine energy needs to be balanced within you before you are able to attract this union in the outer world. And having said that, that's always easier said than done, because going into the process of ascension, of connecting to our higher knowledge, of connecting to the wisdom we have, and understanding that maybe not everything is revealed yet, but we have to trust what we know, and the lessons that we get presented, which is usually like one by one. And then you learn a lesson, and then you move on to the next, and you might see the same theme from the lesson before, but it's like a higher level or maybe a bit deeper. It's never exactly the same lesson, but it's just some other element of or aspect of the same lesson that you are still learning. So love is the theme, intuition is the theme, and we are being asked and invited by spirit to close our eyes, move inward, connect to the partnership. And the partnership could be with yourself first. And that's the most important thing I could probably tell you, because yes, you deserve the love of your life, and you deserve to experience the feeling of being loved in a relationship that makes you happy and emotionally fulfilled and makes you feel safe and allows you to grow as a person. And you will have all that, but it starts with you, with union within yourself. So I'm not going against any other readers who are promoting a twin flame reunion, because it's very possible, but you have to start with yourself first. And you are loved, Spirit tells me here. It's important for me to say that you are loved, you are cherished, you are held, and you only need to close your eyes and go inward to realize that strength of the love. And that's why the label I'm using and the book that I'm working on is called Super Loved Relationship. Because beyond the twin flames, beyond the soulmates, beyond all the romantic ideas we have about those concepts, is just love. And it's love that begins in you, and it's love that you have for yourself first. And if you don't, then that requires healing and attending first before you can move this any further. All right, so is there anything you'd like to add to this beautiful scenario of love, intuition, and being loved? Okay, clearly there is. Yeah, so we're getting the world, we're getting the moon, and we're getting Five of Cups. So it's amazing because there's 6 cards on the table. 4 of them are major arcana cards, and the 2 that are not are in the cups department. So they're about feelings, intuitions, love, relationships. So what I'm getting really strongly is that as soon as you are able to let go for even just 5 minutes of all that you are hoping and praying for, but that maybe you haven't manifested or received in your outer life, and as soon as you go inward, you will discover that you are very complete. And all that it takes is just tuning into that feeling. But that's a bit scary also, because we are moving into the unknown. And the partnership that we may have all these dreams about, that we are fantasizing about, and we have certain images about what it should look like, expectations, what it should look like, it may not have the shape or form that we're expecting it to. It might be very different. And how it's going to be different is going to be it's going to be individual for each and every one of you, but it's going to depend on the puzzle of the experience of our life and what we need to learn. So this is asking us to go deep and to perhaps maybe let go a little bit of the surface ideas or superficial ideas we have about this partnership, because it is there, it is available to us, but we might need to dive deeper into our subconsciousness to realize what our drivers are. And then you see here that parts of this love that we're believing in, that we're dreaming about, it needs a bit of healing. You know, this is the Five of Cups, so this is talking about loss, about sadness, about loneliness, about not being aligned. So this Ascension Day is a beautiful time, and it's a moment Spirit is well, giving you here as a gift, to be aware and to take maybe 5 or 10 minutes to connect to the feeling of love, and then face the feeling that's underneath it, or beneath the surface, and so we can feel where maybe we are sad because we have suffered some loss, and then we can heal that. Do you have any advice on how to heal? Well, cards are so eager this morning. It's beautiful. I love working with them. Another two major arcana cards when we talk about this Ascension Day session. Well, and this one wanted to come out clearly. Yeah. All right, let me just get a clearance on the, or a clarifier, sorry, on Two of Wands. Two of Wands, can you clarify Two of Wands? Oh my goodness. So we get the Sun, we get death or rebirth, we get Two of Wands, and we get the Temperance card. Okay, so what we can do is, it's funny, Spirit saying to me, whatever you do that aligns for you is going to be helpful, because you get the Sun. So the Sun basically is the most positive, upbeat card in the whole tarot deck. So the Sun is shining on this entire spread, which basically says, connect to the love, feel safe. It's safe to do so. Shine your light, shine bright, and trust that you will see in the light what you need to see, because you are transforming, you know, by letting go of maybe any superficial ideas you had about, you know, this is my wedding day, this is my house, this is what my kids are going to look like. As soon as you have the courage to let go of these ideas and dig deeper, you will really like hit transformation point. You will hit the moment, you will realize in some moment that you are in the middle of this huge transformation where the ideas that you had about what you were expecting may not look like those pictures, you know? And in energy work, whenever I talk to people about healing, we have a lot of perfection pictures, we call them in the training, which we are also storing in our energetic fields, about what we believe things should look like. But if you look at this death or rebirth card, you see there's no face, but there's like a sun or a very bright shining star in this beautiful sky. So like the world is your oyster. You are limitless. You have the power to transform limiting ideas into something greater. And what's being asked of you, if you are confronted with any pain, because the Five of Cups is showing us where we can do a little bit of emotional healing because we feel sad. Don't be afraid to make that choice, and also understand that it takes a bit of time for you to balance the scales. The Temperance card is about being patient, about modesty, about things coming into alignment. It's about balancing masculine and feminine energies. It's really this strong energetic process, but it takes a bit of time. So if you feel like you have the courage to choose this, because the Two of Wands is about making a choice, choosing a direction, and then, you know, setting out to reach a destination of your choice. She has chosen, she has this wand, she has the world at her feet, and she's looking out of the window longingly, sort of like, I'm curious to see what's happening next. But there's no rush. She's there in silence. She's sort of contemplating. She's not running towards anything. She's made her choice and she's sort of gathering her belongings to go in that direction. And that is being asked of you. Sit with yourself, take a moment and really align with the love that is within you. Because once you do that, you will give this process, and this is actually alignment to me, aligning with your desired union, with your reunion, with your twin flame, with your soulmate, or for me, your super loved one. So if you sit like this, you allow this alignment to happen, which is beautiful. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. I'm going to close this with a guidance card, just to make sure that we, have everything we need for this coming Ascension Day. It's just flying out. Oh my goodness, I love it this morning. Earth it, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. This is powerful stuff. You know why? Because this morning when I was feeling like the call to do this spread, this video, I was debating with myself whether or not to talk to you about grounding, because a lot of the energies that I'm getting from people who are doing YouTube readings are very spiritual, but they are not necessarily very grounded. And that leaves us a bit off balance, because spiritually it's very powerful, very strong. But if the spirit doesn't get any way within you to sort of flow through you, and where it's someplace where it can actually leave your system so you can balance earth energy and cosmic energy, then you're going to feel out of balance. And that might manifest in different things. Like you might have headaches, you might not sleep well, you might have some physical stuff, you might feel dizzy or a little bit sick, like nauseous. And there's no need for those things if you are very well grounded. And this card is telling you to pay attention to ground yourself. You see, she's not connected to Earth. She's connected to her own special energy bubble. And this card is saying that's beautiful, because you are not from here. You are not a physical body. You are spirit. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. So you need to be in the world, but not of it. And being in the world requires that you take time to ground your energetic system. So having said that, I will leave you with that thought. On Ascension Day, take some time to connect to your intuition, close your eyes, and start feeling into the love that you are so longing for, because this is saying to me, basically, you are already super loved, always. Remember that. So have a great Ascension Day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.